want supercharged productivity, the most powerful premium nootropic stack on the planet, get the Cortex stack at livecortex.com. We made this stack for people that want to be productive, people that want verbal fluency, people that want motivation and drive, and people that just want to get stuff done. $31 right now at livecortex.com. If you need my help on custom stack formulation to help you to get the most surgical results from nootropics, we have 3 different consulting packages which you can find at livecortex.com. And if you're a man and need to raise testosterone, get your libido back, get your sex drive back, get your masculinity, get your confidence back, we've got the most powerful testosterone raising protocol on the web. If you want the most information-dense, stack-filled, exciting Nootropics course that'll really allow you to ascend to higher echelons to the master class and take a nootropics, get the Nootropics Masterclass live now at livecortex.com. And all of these products, to include our digital books and courses on nootropics and biohacking, you can find at the homepage at livecortex.com. Be productive, get supercharged, get stuff done. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Ryan. Thanks for sticking with me through the promotion. Remember, the Nootropics Masterclass is officially launched. It is the most information-dense product we have ever launched. Look, I mean, if you really want to know how I think about stack formulation and what kind of principles and strategy goes into my own stack formulation, and then other people that are 5, 6, 10 years into nootropics, you have to get the Nootropics Masterclass. You've got to sit down and watch it. It is an hour and just about 15 minutes of a video course of me explaining all of that, giving you powerful stacks, giving you powerful distinctions. It really just teaches you how to use nootropics at the masterclass. Get that at livecortex.com. All right, so I promised you guys that I would talk about my experience with modafinil and bromantane together. I have been experimenting with it, and I'm just trying to find a perfect dose. I'm not quite there yet. So I want to explain to you 3 of my experiments and then just kind of give you my results. And then, as I get closer to actually getting it to be perfect, I will do a video on that too. My first experiment with it was 50 milligrams of modafinil and 20 milligrams bromantane. I did that at about noon. Noon's kind of the cutoff time for me to take modafinil. If I take it any later, it disturbs my sleep to a noticeable extent. With that dose, I functioned really, really well. I was super motivated. I had a lot of brain power, a lot of brain performance. I got a lot done. I had worked like 7 or 8 p.m. that day, and then I had to go to my girlfriend's house. So it was very, very powerful. I don't think I had any substantial side effects with that stack, except for I felt like I first of all, I slept great that night. And I felt like I could actually perform a little better. I have felt performance modes taking nootropics which were a little bit better than that. Like, we're talking about the highest functional mode that I've ever been in. And so I didn't quite reach that with that dose. I slept okay. For good measure, I took 20 milligrams fast racetam an hour before bed, and I was fine. The next day, I want to say I felt a little less motivated. So I went to the gym. I believe I took an aniracetam stack, and then I was pretty good. That's my first experiment with it. So yeah, by the way, you can stack the 2 of them. You just got to be careful, and that's kind of what I learned, because my next experiment number 2, was 100 milligrams of modafinil and 20 milligrams bromantane. So I kept the bromantane dose the same. What happened here, I took it at, I think it was 11:30 a.m., which is, I guess, just about noon. What happened here was, I had rockin' performance. I felt super good. I got a lot of stuff done. I was very motivated throughout the day. But sometime around, I want to say 9, 10 o'clock, I don't know, I just started to feel profoundly tired and profoundly kind of just out of it. My focus just stopped. It just totally went downhill at that point. And I can't figure out why. I can't figure out what exactly happened there, if there was some sort of homeostatic thing happening in my brain that kind of just stopped me from functioning the way that I wanted to function or was supposed to function. My brain had enough of all that dopamine synthesis and extracellular dopamine. See, the thing about stacking bromantane with modafinil is modafinil is creating extracellular dopamine to work with, and bromantane is enhancing synthesis of dopamine substantially. So you should have a good combo there, but For the life of me, I can't figure out what happened. I mean, that day I took a B complex, I took some krill oil, I took a multivitamin, the regular testosterone, the Viking testosterone protocol regimen. I ate well that day. Like, I have no idea what happened. Also, that night, I did not sleep really well. My brain was sort of in and out of thinking a little too much as I was trying to go to sleep. Then I woke up in the middle of the night, and I was just thinking about stuff, and I generally just did not feel right. I didn't feel any physical, anything bad physically. I just did not feel right. So what I decided to do was sort of try something in between, and then add theanine. I did 75 milligrams of modafinil and 20 milligrams bromantane with 200 milligrams theanine. That's my third experiment. Now in that, interestingly, I actually still got a little bit of brain fog at like 9-10 p.m. I took it at around noon, but it wasn't as bad as the previous experiment. So I'm not sure if the theanine, kind of just adding that extra little bit of GABA and serotonin to the brain and kind of calm alpha state helped or not. I really don't know. I took, for good measure, that time, because I did in experiment 2, 20 milligrams fast racetam right before bed, so I slept fine until I started running into kind of a little bit of brain fog and just sort of not feeling focused and kind of just like, I just didn't want to do anything. I wanted to just sit down and watch like Naked and Afraid or something on the Discovery Channel and veg out. But up until then, I was very motivated. I had a lot of mental energy. I was very focused. I got a lot done. Okay, so I don't want to steer you guys wrong. All those days, I got a lot of work done. I definitely did what I needed to do in terms of productivity. It just wasn't perfect, and I'm looking to try to figure out how to make bromantane and modafinil perfect. Obviously, we're adding things to it. In that last case, L-theanine, and in 2 cases, fast racetam before bed, just to make sure that I can sleep. A lot of us know, and we've talked about this before, bromantane at the wrong dose, especially stacked with modafinil, can really mess with sleep, so you got to be really careful. What I theorize I should do in this next case is give myself a little bit of a cholinergic support. Now, these mechanisms aren't particularly related mechanistically, so taking bromantane and modafinil should not really fuss with acetylcholine, at least on the books. But what I've come to learn, that I don't know if any science has ever elucidated, is that in taking stacks that crank up neurotransmitters other than acetylcholine, sometimes you've got to have a little bit of cholinergic support there too, to make those stacks better. I mean, ultimately, stacks that support every neurotransmitter are the most balanced stacks. I mean, you can get away with taking stacks that don't, and they're just like targeting one neurotransmitter system or the other, and that's fine. Like, we do that most of the time. But I think in this case, I'm going to add some cholinergic support in my next experiment. We'll do 75 modafinil, 200 of theanine, and then 20 milligrams bromantane. And then probably I'm going to add like 100 to 150 of CDP choline. That's my favorite choline source, and see what we get. Okay, so I don't have like a perfect answer for you yet. I've gotten some productivity out of it, so it's a stack that I've gotten some functional movement from, but I haven't quite perfected it yet. And so I will keep you posted as soon as I perfect it. I want to take a little bit of a break from it. This week I've basically just been dosing low dose aniracetam, oxiracetam, and theacrine. And B complex, multivitamin, vitamin D, all that stuff's kind of regular in my staple stack. And that's what I'm sticking with right now. Next week, starting next Monday, I think I'm going to get back to this and try to figure out how to make it perfect. And when I do, I will report it back to you. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. For distinctions on how to formulate stacks like experts do, get the Nootropics Masterclass. The reviews are sick. We're talking about people having stacks that they haven't been able to perfect yet. Reading some of the principles, understanding and watching the video, getting the strategy that I use to formulate stacks, and fixing their stacks. It's basically, if you want to become an expert in nootropics, and I know that sounds like a little hypey or markety or whatever, but it's true, buy the Nootropics Masterclass. Those of you that got it at $169, thank you so much. For those of you that pre-ordered at $119, thank you so much. We have officially moved the price right now down to $119, so that's where it's going to stay. So it's a little more affordable for a lot of you guys. Get that at livecortex.com. Thanks so much for watching. We'll talk to you next time. And all of these products, to include our digital books and courses on nootropics and biohacking, you can find at the homepage at livecortex.com. Be productive, get supercharged, get stuff done.